Greetings and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading. The second is a discussion of the reading followed by suggested journal prompts. And the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us today. I'm so glad that you're here as we continue on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Before we dive in, a quick reminder. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support here helps spread the word and grow this community of self-reparenting. Now for a few updates. First, I'm excited to introduce our Patreon community, where for a small monthly fee, you can join us for 3 weekly reparenting support meetings. Sundays, we have a guided meditation for emotional grounding. On Tuesdays, we have a book club discussion for deeper discussions and growth. And on Thursdays, we have open topic conversations for real-time support on any topics that may come up. You can find all of the details about what's included in this community by going to the Reparenting Daily website and checking out the community tab. In addition, we now have a WhatsApp support group, a global network of fellow travelers available anytime you need encouragement, guidance, or simple connection. This is just one of the many ways we're building a strong, supportive space for your reparenting journey. The next announcement is that I've just released my first few books. The first is the Reparenting Daily Journal, a structured 365-day guide to help you work through reparenting day by day. Starting in 2025, each month focuses on a key theme with weekly sub-themes. The Reparenting Daily podcast episodes align with the journal, making it an interactive and immersive experience to help you stay focused and ensure real progress this year. Now for the next announcement, I'm thrilled to introduce Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily, a collection of 3 books inspired by Jungian analysis, mythology, philosophy, psychology, and most importantly, the work of Marie-Louise von Franz. These short, simple stories are designed to help you reconnect with your inner child and experience healing through storytelling. What makes these books unique? Well, at the end of each story, there's a deep dive analysis exploring its themes, explored by journal prompts to help you reflect on how these lessons relate to your personal journey. All of these books are now available on Amazon, so go ahead and take a look and support this project. Reparenting is a journey of growth, iterative change, and continuous improvement. Much like nurturing the bonsai tree, it requires patience, care, consistency, and attention. Thanks for being here and supporting this work, and for committing on your journey of self-expansion. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is from the I Ching, and we're going to be reading hexagram 40, Deliverance. But before we get started, in case you haven't noticed, this is episode 365. We've just reached the first full year of reparenting, 1 episode for every single day. Thanks so much for everyone who's been following along. I really appreciate all the support that I've received, all of your different reactions and engagement. It really means a lot to me, even for the bit of financial support I've started to receive. I still run this project mostly at a deficit for myself. Actually, the entire time I'm still paying quite a bit to run this program out of my own pocket. So it's something that I really do because I care about this mission, this message, and this journey, and I really want to help people. So for all the people who have been chipping in a little bit to help me there, I appreciate that. But yeah, I just want to take some time to celebrate that because it's a big milestone for me. I didn't think I would be here when this project ended. I knew I would reach the year because I'm that kind of dedicated person. Once I set my mind on something, I know I will achieve it, and I don't really stop. So I have that focus to know I would get here. But yeah, it's kind of surreal because things have obviously grown a bit bigger than what I expected before. So when I first started the project is what I mean. And so things have evolved, which is natural, getting bigger and even more exciting. And I have a lot more coming also in the coming year. And so again, thanks you all for being here, for listening in for this past year. And let's look forward to another year of reparenting. Okay, so let's get back to the reading for today. As I mentioned before, we're going to be reading again from the I Ching. And we're reading hexagram 40, Deliverance. Just as a reminder, we're in April and the theme is developing structure and discipline. We're in week 4, which is April 22nd until the 30th, and the theme for this week is holding yourself accountable. The hexagram deliverance signals the beginning of deliverance from danger, tension, or difficulty. The I Ching instructs you here on both the cause of deliverance and how you must act in order to fully benefit from it. Deliverance is always caused by a change in our attitude. The higher power uses conflicts and obstacles to teach us lessons that we refuse to learn in an easier way. But they only darken our doorstep until we have acknowledged the lesson. So long as we ignore or resist difficulty, it remains our constant companion. As soon as we accept its presence as a sign that some self-correction is needed, our deliverance begins. Truly, the only way to dispel trouble and regain peace of mind is to change our attitude. The I Ching teaches us that we have several responsibilities once our deliverance begins. The first is to forgive the misdeeds of others. The image of the hexagram is that of a powerful rainstorm washing away what is unclean. This is a time to clean every slate and begin anew, meeting others halfway with gentleness and patience. Next, we are advised to restore our inner balance and see that it is maintained. The deliverance offers us a return to equanimity, and we must avail ourselves of the opportunity conscientiously. Finally, we are not counseled not to try to force progress, even though the time is beneficial. If we have truly changed our attitude, we have become detached, innocent, modest, and accepting. In this state, we will allow progress to unfold naturally according to the will of the stage. As we continue with the lines, the first line, the obstacle is overcome. By keeping quiet and still, you ensure that another does not arise. Second line, ideas that flatter our egos prevent deliverance. Through devotion to what is correct, they are removed and the way is cleared for good fortune. Third line, there is a temptation when we are delivered from trouble to become proud and hold ourselves above others. If you indulge in this, a humiliating fall results. Fourth line, free yourself from inferior influences, both in yourself and in your acquaintances. Otherwise, there is no room for the superior to enter your life. The fifth line, to truly be free of inferior influences, you must firmly break with them in your own mind. Until this inner disengagement is completed, no external action will remove them. And the sixth line, the ego prevents deliverance by holding on to an incorrect attitude. By sincerely seeking the help of the sage, you can root this out and become more free. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back. Today's reading, Hexagram 40 from the I Ching, Liberation or Deliverance, arrives as a timely and supportive message for this week's theme, holding yourself accountable. Hexagram 40 speaks of a release from tension, struggle, and entanglement, but not through avoidance. You see, liberation comes only after you've acknowledged the source of the tension and taken clear, responsible action to resolve it. This is the essence of true accountability, facing your internal storms, owning your role, and then making choices that set you free. Discipline here isn't punishment, it's courageous ownership. And through that ownership, you gain release, lightness, and peace. In terms of refathering, Hexagram 40 is a breakthrough in emotional maturity. Many of us were either blamed for everything or allowed to avoid all responsibility. We were not taught the healthy middle path of self-accountability with compassion. But reparenting means stepping into the role of a wise, loving guardian who can look at the mess, not with shame, but with clarity and say, let's clean this up. This hexagram teaches us that freedom isn't about doing whatever we want. It's about becoming the kind of person who can look inward with honesty, take necessary action, and build trust with ourselves. Liberation begins the moment we say, this is mine to take care of. As we go on to the journal prompts today, number 1, what inner or outer burden am I ready to release? But only if I take full responsibility for my part in it. Number 2, how is accountability modeled for me growing up? And how do I want to redefine it in my reparenting journey? And number 3, what is one concrete action I can take today to move from entanglement to liberation, from avoidance to self-trust? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself. And please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.